The epic of Ramayana, a tale of dharma, devotion, and the eternal struggle between good and evil, begins in the prosperous kingdom of Kosala. King Dashrath of Ayodhya performs the Putrakamishti Yagna, praying for sons to continue his lineage. His prayers are answered. The divine prince Rama and his brothers Bharat, Lakshman and Shatrughna are born. The wise sage Vishwamitra arrives, requesting Rama's help to defeat demons disrupting sacred rituals. Sage Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshman on a journey, training them in celestial weaponry along the way. Rama slays the powerful demoness Tatka, freeing the region from her terror at Vishwamitra's command. The princes then stand guard over the sage's yagna, effortlessly defeating the demons who try to defile it. Their journey concludes in Mithila for the Swayamvara of Sita, daughter of King Janaka. The challenge, to string Shiva's divine bow, Pinaka. Many powerful kings and princes fail even to lift it. Rama effortlessly lifts the bow, and not only strings it, but breaks it in two, proving his divinity. Rama wins Sita's hand. They return to Ayodhya and are wed in a grand ceremony, celebrated by the whole kingdom. The maid Mantra, filled with jealousy, convinces Queen Kaikeyi to use her two boons against Rama. Kaikeyi demands two boons from Dashrath, her son Bharat be crowned king, and Rama be exiled for 14 years. Honoring his father's word, Rama prepares for exile. The loyal Sita and devoted Lakshman refuse to leave his side. Unable to bear the separation from his beloved son, the heartbroken King Dashrath passes away from grief. Bharat returns to a kingdom in mourning. He is furious with his mother and refuses to take the throne. Bharat travels to the forest of Chitrakoot to find Rama and beg him to return. Rama refuses to break his vow. He gives Bharat his sandals, which Bharat accepts as a symbol of Rama's rule. Bharat carries the sacred sandals back to Ayodhya, his heart heavy but determined to honor his brother. He places Rama's sandals on the throne and rules as a regent, awaiting his brother's rightful return. The exiles spend 10 years wandering the vast Dandaka forest, visiting sages and living a peaceful, ascetic life. The great sage Agastya perceives their divinity and advises them to settle in Panchvati, on the banks of the river Godavari. The trio builds a hermitage in Panchvati, finding a measure of peace and happiness in their simple life. The demoness Surpankha finds the handsome princes and, filled with desire, tries to seduce Rama. When she attacks Sita in a jealous rage, Lakshman swiftly cuts off her nose and ears. The humiliated Surpankha flees to her brother Ravana, king of Lanka, inciting him to abduct the beautiful Sita. Captivated by a golden deer, Sita asks Rama to capture it for her. Rama agrees, asking Lakshman to guard Sita. Rama pursues the elusive deer deep into the forest, far away from the hermitage. Rama shoots the deer, which reveals itself as the demon Maricha. Dying, he mimics Rama's voice, crying for help. Hearing the cry, Sita panics and insists Lakshman go to his brother's aid, fearing the worst. Reluctantly, Lakshman draws a protective circle around the hut and leaves to find Rama. Ravana parks his Vimana nearby and approaches the hermitage disguised as a wandering sage. He tricks Sita into crossing the protective line. The moment she steps out, he reveals his true form. Ravana seizes Sita, forcing her into his flying Vimana and speeding towards Lanka. The demigod eagle Jatayu intercepts the Vimana and bravely fights Ravana, but is mortally wounded. Ravana reaches Lanka and places Sita in the Ashoka Vatika, holding her captive. The brothers find the dying Jatayu, who tells them of Sita's abduction by Ravana before passing. Wandering south, the brothers encounter the monstrous demon Kabandha. After freeing his soul, he advises them to seek Sugriv. On their way, they meet the aged ascetic Shabri, who has waited her whole life to offer them her devotion. At Pampa Sarovar, they meet Hanuman, who leads them to the exiled Vanara king, Sugriv. Rama agrees to help Sugriv defeat his brother Vali. In return, Sugriv will command his army to find Sita. Sugriv challenges his brother Vali to a duel. The two fight with immense power. From a hidden position, Rama shoots an arrow and kills Vali, making Sugriv the rightful king. King Sugriv assembles his vast Vanara army and dispatches search parties to all corners of the world. As Hanuman prepares to lead the search party south, Rama gives him his signet ring as a token for Sita. Reaching the southern ocean, Hanuman remembers his divine power and leaps across the water to Lanka. Mid-flight, he is challenged by the sea demon Sursa, whom he cleverly outwits by shrinking in size. At Lanka's gates, he defeats the city's guardian, Lankini, and enters the heavily fortified city in a minuscule form. Hanuman finds Sita in the Ashoka Vatika. He presents Rama's ring, proving he is a messenger. Sita gives Hanuman her hair jewel as a token for Rama, a sign that she is alive and waiting for him. After announcing himself as Rama's messenger, Hanuman sets fire to Lanka with his tail, sowing terror before leaping back. Hanuman flies back across the ocean, carrying Sita's message of hope and her precious token. Hanuman returns with news of Sita's location and delivers her jewel, reigniting the mission. The Vanara army constructs a massive floating bridge to Lanka, a miraculous feat of engineering and devotion. In Lanka, Ravana's righteous brother Vibhishan advises him to return Sita. Scorned, Vibhishan leaves Lanka to join Rama. Vibhishan crosses the ocean to seek refuge with Rama, who accepts him as a key ally. Vibhishan provides crucial intelligence about Lanka's army and Ravana's secret weaknesses. Rama's army crosses the bridge and clashes with Ravana's forces. The epic battle for Lanka commences. The giant Kumbhakarna is awakened. He wreaks havoc on the Vanara army before being slain by Rama in a fearsome battle. Ravana's son, Indrajit, strikes down Lakshman with a celestial weapon, leaving him near death. Rama is devastated. Entrusted with the impossible task, Hanuman flies north towards the Himalayas at incredible speed. To save Lakshman, Hanuman flies to the Himalayas. Unable to identify the life-saving Sanjeevani herb, he lifts the entire mountain. Carrying the mountain, Hanuman flies directly back to the battlefield in Lanka, a beacon of hope. The herb's aroma heals Lakshman, restoring him to life. The army's morale soars. Advised by Vibhishan, Rama aims the divine Brahmastra at Ravana's navel, his only weak point. The celestial weapon strikes true, ending the reign of the 10-headed demon king and the Great War. After the victory, Rama crowns the righteous Vibhishan as the new king of Lanka. Sita is freed. To prove her purity after captivity, she undergoes the Agni Pariksha, a trial by fire, emerging unscathed and radiant. Their exile complete, Rama, Sita, Lakshman and their allies board the Pushpaka Vimana and fly back to Ayodhya. Rama is finally crowned king of Ayodhya, beginning a long and prosperous reign known as Rama Rajya. Due to cruel rumors questioning her purity, a heartbroken Rama makes the agonizing decision to exile the pregnant Sita. The sage Valmiki finds Sita and gives her shelter in his ashram, where she gives birth to twin sons, Lava and Kusha. Years later, King Rama performs the Ashwamedha sacrifice, releasing a consecrated horse to assert his sovereignty. The horse wanders near Valmiki's ashram, where Lava and Kusha, unaware of its significance, playfully capture it. Valmiki reveals the boy's identity to Rama, leading to an emotional reunion between the king and his unknown sons. Sita is called back, but instead of another trial, she prays to her mother, Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth, to prove her eternal purity. The earth opens and Mother Earth appears, taking the ever-pure Sita back into her loving embrace forever. Thus concludes the sacred epic of Ramayana, a story of virtue, love, and courage that continues to inspire millions.